what we have here is just a timeline of how we got into the shape we have with our food. So real food existed on the peninsula in Sequim, Washington. They found a mastodon that they carbon dated back 13,800 years. And so they know what the natives on the peninsula were eating 14 millennia ago. They were eating mastodon. They also found some caribou and some elk, and a lot of course, we're on the strait there, so lots of seafood. Okay, so this is what they were eating, but this is real food. Now, nowadays they would call that organic food as opposed to commercial food. See? So organic was a made-up word to differentiate between food that's real and food that is fake. So when you say commercial food, that's not real food. And so you want to draw that idea down and how they've changed our food in the last 150 years. So we know up to 270 years ago that they were still eating organic food. And then after the Civil War, when they had to find ways to preserve the food, that's when it all started changing. So they added preservatives in the 1870s, sugary soda in the 1880s, hydrogenated fat in 1910, heart disease doubled. And the snack foods really came about in the 30s, 40s, and 50s, the potato chips, the convenience foods, the TV dinners, all that started changing. Then they had the Green Revolution where they stopped using, started using petroleum-based fertilizers instead of natural fertilizers. High fructose corn syrup came in, genetically engineered wheat came in. In the 80s and 90s, it became GMO. They had GMO corn and GMO soy. And in the 2000s, GMO sugar beets, and now they're everywhere, right? So now, people's food changes year to year, decade to decade, but it changes slowly. So they aren't always aware, and the companies that are producing it still want you to think it's healthy food, which of course it is not because it's been so changed.